about 33 to 35 miles an hour in a short burst. But yes, they absolutely look amazing when they're stretched out, really going full throttle. You just stand there and just think, oh, that's beautiful. They're very, very loving. They can be mad as hatters, but they're so easy to keep, and they're so healthy. They're one of the few breeds that's not got any real health problems. I've had Whippets about 40 years, and I wouldn't swap them for anything. I've only ever been without one for about 2 weeks, and I just so missed it that I ended up going and getting another one.
The Whippet is a racing dog originally, and it resembles a small greyhound, but they are actually an extremely loyal and affectionate family pet.
Whippets are sight hounds, and so their idea of distance is completely different to yours. 2 fields away is fine by a Whippet. So the training that you really want to be thinking about is recall, and then even more recall.
Sight hounds means they hunt through their eyes. They'll catch sight of what could technically be prey, or in days gone by a rabbit or a hare, and they will stand it, as well I call standing it, they'll watch it and then they'll go straight away after the prey. But it's a thing that you train for.
If you're going to let your Whippet off, you need to ensure that it is a secure place that it can't get out of. It will run across roads if you're not careful. The safest way is not to let it off lead unless you can actually rent a paddock or rent a space in which you can let it off safely.
Good boy.
One other thing with Whippets, I've seen Whippets on retractable leads, and they go from naught to very, very fast, very, very quickly. And if it's on a retractable lead and it's on its collar, it can do serious damage to its neck. So you may be thinking in the Whippet to use a harness, however you still need to think about caution, because it's going to accelerate very quickly, and even on a harness it can injure itself. So care always with that recall.
They don't need an enormous amount of exercise. It's quite a myth that because they're a hound and they're a running dog, as people would know them as, that they need to have a lot of exercise. I take mine out for about half an hour every day, and that seems to do the trick. They're well, happy, they're healthy, and fit. I mean, obviously they do like to free run, and obviously once they've gone past the puppy stage, free running is fine. But up to about 6 months, controlled exercise more than free running. If you give them too much exercise too soon, it does affect their growth. They can become very, very leggy, or they get too much muscle and it constricts the bone growth as well. It is a very, very popular breed, basically because they fit into any family or domestic situation.
Whippets are lovely little dogs. Sometimes they can be a little bit on the shy side. If we got a shy one in, we would look to rehome it in a quieter household that wasn't too busy for the dog to cope with. They need medium exercise levels. They enjoy a good walk, but they're also quite happy to be a bit of a couch potato and snooze a lot of the day. So they can make great friends and companions.
They live happily with loads and loads of other breeds. I mean, I've got 2 other breeds at home, and they happily live with each other. The other thing, of course, is they are brilliant with children. Grooming's very easy. In fact, you can almost say it's non-existent in a way, because they've got such a short, silky coat. As long as you brush them down, dry them off when they've been for a run, and occasionally give them a bath, obviously when they're really dirty, that's as much as you need. Mine get a duster every day and 1 brush every week, just to keep the coat nice. Good boy. If you're thinking of getting one, I would advise you to go to a reputable breeder, and you know that you will be getting a good, healthy puppy. Health issues are mainly when they get towards the end of their lives, which is no different from any other breed or human. Occasionally they'll have a little heart murmur, but that's age as opposed to a critical medical condition. And in all the years I've had Whippets, I've never had a health issue. So from that point of view, although it is wise to have them insured just in case, I would say that they wouldn't probably ever use their insurance.